That's your cue.
That's it. Welcome to the Midweek Hangout for Creator Cast. And you're wondering, why don't I have that amazing Aussie accent? That's because I'm not an Australian. I am a Scotsman, but I'm from America. How you doing?
Good.
By the way, Scotty D here. And I see Jay. He keeps popping up. And I think we've got Danny and Ben on here too, right?
That's right.
We're here.
Ben hasn't got changed since last night. It looks like Australia time.
Yeah, I'm keeping it fluid here for
I like it.
Northern Hemisphere audience. This is like a continuation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you guys, you did just basically like a really short hangout last night of 2 hours and 1 minute.
Wow, did we hit the 2 hour mark?
Yeah,
we did.
At the end, I think it was you, Creaky, and Danny were just sitting there, just kind of like, okay, I need to go to bed, brush my teeth, and all this kind of stuff. And I was kind of like, all right, that's a good point to say good night.
Yes.
So you did, yeah.
I always think that the first 30 minutes are where it's at, and then the next 30 minutes are just kind of like, how do you do? And then the last hour is just like, anyway. But
it's
yeah,
just like
this is a new thing we're doing. The new midweek. Part 2 midweek chat or whatever you want to call it. I don't know for the other side of the world, although we have a lot of Australians still here. So maybe we should just do midweek chats at this time. But Edie's here from LA. She's watching. So that's awesome. We got
Floyd's upset we were 2 minutes late.
Floyd, we'll make those 2 minutes up to you. Promise.
2 hours wasn't good enough for you last night.
How do you make up 2 minutes for somebody? That's an interesting conversation, right?
2 minutes extra, whatever that means.
Yeah, we just fell back here in the United States. I don't know if you guys do that. Do you have a lose an hour in Australia? Do they do that?
They do. We don't apparently, which is really annoying because we're like on the same coast and our time zones are different. So every time we have to coordinate anything, I have to be like, okay, it's your time that I'm talking about, not my time.
Well, just imagine what it's like when you tell me you want to do something with me. I have to think about now you're 14 hours ahead of me, and like Benon and everybody else is 15 hours ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty confusing.
We're very Beth is here. She's from Kansas. Is this a better time for you, Simply Beth? She was here at like 4 o'clock in the morning watching.
And
she won't answer because she's in the chat.
I mean, yeah, anyone could respond to that. You didn't have to be dead air right there.
Jay, it sounds like where you are, it's windy. Is it windy?
It is a little bit windy. I'm outside at the moment. I'm at the office, and the view from here, you can probably see behind. That's the city. This is where I am. I'm sitting outside. Everyone's already had their lunch today.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, I'm just chilling. If it is a bit windy, sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just noticing it was a little windy. And then I also saw, do you have amazing cell service there or mobile service? Because I saw a cell tower directly over your shoulder.
Yeah, totally. Let me have a look.
As soon as you said that,
the screen definitely picked up for wherever you moved to.
Yeah.
So
we've got gigabit Ethernet here at the office, which the guys have experienced, and it's about 800 up and 800 down at the moment. So
yeah, your picture looks great. So you've got great internet, I can tell.
Very, yes. Let's say hi to some people in the chat, shall we? Who is in the chat? Adelaide Crows of the Breast, Floyd, Hendrick, Robert Mueller, Creaky, 80. 80 doesn't have a blue.
Bridget's there in the house too.
Blue. What do we call it? Crew Blue. That's the name of our team. Sorry.
And Gina's there. What's happening?
Simply Beth. Bridget. Gina, hello. She popped in as well. Robert Mueller, I think I said him as well. So everybody, cool. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this session of it's funny because it's just some of the same people as last time.
I was going to say, how many in the chat are from the Northern Hemisphere? Not many.
Northern and Northern Hemisphere, but we're kind of not worried about them because they're on the same time zone as us. Some of them.
The Northern Hemisphere?
Because
it depends where you are. Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to think. Is there a thing like Western Hemisphere?
Is there? I don't know. That's a great question.
I'm going to bring it to the chat.
You should ask Google.
Do it.
Hey Google, is there such a thing as the Western Hemisphere?
to the North and the South Pole, isn't it?
Interesting.
There's a lot of stuff that Google's telling me right now.
Gina
should
says she's
do
so
one of
glad
these
she tuned in. She loves that voice, and I'm sure she's referring to yours, Scotty D.
Who, me?
Popped
Yeah.
in last night for a second.
Who said that?
Gina Walters, she's in the chat.
I haven't talked to Gina in forever. When's the last time she's been on Creator Cast?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
Oh, I forgot about that. It was a bad thing. I just watched her video tonight, and my wife was like, "Oh, I want to see this one. I want to see this one where her daughters get a haircut."
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought the title said "cut off all her hair,"
That's what I thought it said too.
and then I was like, "This is clickbait. Her daughter is not cutting off all of her hair." And her younger daughter, Gina, I'm so sorry, I don't remember their names. I'm not that good at names. It's not your fault. Why would it be her fault? I have no idea. Anyway, but her younger daughter got a sizable amount cut off, but her oldest daughter, she has the longest hair. Oh my gosh. Did you guys watch it? I mean, her hair is so long, and she just got like a little bit like in the front area cut off. So I was like, this is clickbait. And then I looked at the title again, and I was like, oh, it doesn't say all of her hair. So it was my fault. And my wife corrected me.
That's the title that worked very well.
Yes. It was the way she wrote the title that actually fooled my eyes and made me believe it was all her hair was cut off. So there you go.
Oh, so
Wow.
buffering for Creaky. That's just you, Creaky.
Is this in the chat? Is Creaky telling you this, or is he trying to get in here?
Chat open?
I can't. Where am I finding this chat? Do I have to open up a whole nother YouTube and look at it?
Yeah, you open up YouTube, you find this video,
Pop it out.
and then
I go to the video,
and then you close the video so it doesn't have that crazy echo to it. Yeah, nearly 1,000 views. Good, Gina. You need another big popping video.
Who does? Gina?
Yeah.
She said it's already hit 1,000 views already. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty good video right there.
What's Ben on concentrating on right now?
Just reading the chat.
Oh, okay. By the way, guess what I did today? I'm really, really excited because our RV Olive was stuck in the front of Jan's house, which is Emma's mom's house, and we couldn't move it because the batteries were dead, and the batteries were like in the worst spot. Anyways, I felt like a man today because I changed everything, I did everything, sprayed Start Ya Bastard, which is a product out here in Australia. It's called Start Ya Bastard. And then it worked, moved it, everything's good. I'm happy because that was a huge chip on my shoulder, making sure they move.
Let's have a round of applause for Danny real quick.
Man, feel like a man.
I'm making the coffee!
Nice. Gina's hit it. Yeah. That's my comment in your video.
Off-road van man.
Off-road van man.
The name of his van is Kevin. No, Steven.
Steven.
Man. Okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
such
actually.
a cool name. Thanks to Barry for coming up with that. Even though Steven was easy to come across, but then he just said, "Why don't you call it Steve Van?" Makes a lot more sense.
Steven.
Oh, is this in honor of the guy that's giving you all the money?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. You can see how much I've been watching everyone's videos. Sorry about that.
You don't
That's
have
all
to watch Ben on's videos to know what he's talking about because he basically puts it all in the title and in the thumbnail. Oh, you got a problem with Optus? Yep, I watched the whole thing.
That was hectic. That.
No, but I'm saying because of your thumbnails and your titles, it's like you get the gist of what's going on. You can almost go through your whole life or like every day and just look at the thumbnails and be like, oh, this happened, and then have a good conversation to talk to you about later on.
Without having to watch. Maybe I should change that and just.
Oh yeah, Nick Pham is in the house. Pham is in the house. We should like after our 30-minute mark, we should get some people from the America side to join in because they usually can't do that. Be interesting.
Jay, you're a little more subdued today. I haven't had any daggers flown my way yet.
Nah, it's a halfway through a day. My day during the day is hectic. I'm looking after 9 team members. I've got about 50 clients I'm doing jobs for at the moment. We've just won big projects. So my head's all over the shop. So when I get home, I'm in the car and I just do this. I actually do it like physically. I go like this, and then everything that I've done at work is just at work. I go into the house and enjoy myself, and that's why I'm a little bit more animated at night time, our time anyway.
That's
So,
fair enough.
yeah.
I copped it last night. Maybe next week will be, someone else's turn.
I didn't mean to abuse you or anything, Benon. I'm sorry.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I don't take any stuff like that, to heart. Just
No, you shouldn't. No.
But I do want to resolve these latency issues. I'm working on trying to figure out how I can fix that because I don't like this crap.
You guys did that so much last night. I was like, what is
Hey,
happening?
wait, Scott, you clap for us. Oh, do it again. That's dead on. Jay,
What are we doing?
give us that.
Yeah, his
What
clap's
about
dead
me?
on too.
Yeah, and I can if I use this.
Is that good?
This is what we resolved last night. If I used this camera, which I'm on right now, if I use this camera,
Yeah, works perfect.
it's perfect. So there's the issue is the camera, the external camera doesn't play so well with the external audio,
Yeah.
or
It's
vice
not
versa.
in sync with Google Hangouts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to try to resolve that. But I'd rather have a better looking image than a slightly bit of latency. So I'm gonna work on it.
I think you look good on both of them, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm completely secure in my sexuality to be able to say that you're a good-looking man, Benon.
Well, thank you very much, Scotty. And I was also going to comment on how you were growing your beard there when I'd taken mine off.
I look like an old man, though.
Well, let's not beat around the bush. We both are old men. Can't disguise that.
Jay,
No, we
you
can't.
want to have a conversation?
Yeah, Jay and Danny are the young crew here, and Scotty and
Oh,
I
not
are
that
the
young.
elderly.
Jay's got some white in his beard. Danny does not yet.
Yeah, right here.
Emma says I do, but I think they're blonde. I got little blonde hairs.
Yeah, Danny's.
I don't think that I have gray hairs because I don't have any stress in my life. Like I don't have kids. I don't have craziness. But
I don't know if it's really the stress, man. I think it's just like hereditary.
You have a very stressful life, Scott. I can tell.
I do not. No, I don't. The only stress I have in my life is being a Detroit Lions fan. That's it.
That's very true. Same with out here, Brisbane Lions, I guess.
Okay, Gina wants to know how old all of us are. So
Total, add them
I
all
want
up.
to get her to guess.
Yeah,
first.
yeah, that's a good. Let's do that. That's a good game. Let's do a guessing
How
game.
Ben on it because he's already said it a couple times. But
Did I say
Well,
it
let's
already?
see if we know.
Let's
Okay.
see his senior citizens card. Haven't you, Benon?
Tina, how old is Ben on? How old is Scott?
There he is.
How old
Jay's
is Jay,
back.
and how old am I? As your guesses.
I think Gina knows how old I am, and I think she probably
How
knows.
old does everybody think Gina is, by the way?
Gina is.
Gina's
she's
25.
26.
Oh, you're all being too nice.
Are we going to be real, or are we going to play that game?
Scott, can you please play one of your sound effects for us, please?
Which
32
one?
for Danny. 43 for Benon.
What'd you say, Jay?
Gina's putting our ages in at the moment.
Benon
Does that-
is 43.
Tim,
somebody said.
Tim, the private investigator nailed me straight away. 43.
Okay.
That's correct.
Danny,
Everybody's
you 32?
43 for Gina, for Benon. Okay. Scotty 42. Nope. No.
Except when I shave my beard off, I become 40.
Look at the white. Who thinks I'm 42?
40. Wait, Scotty's younger than Ben on.
No.
Sam says. Jay's 30. Jay's 36. 43. People are just putting numbers at this point. I'm 32.
I know. Danny,
Yeah, you are 32.
Danny, are you only 32 years old?
No.
No. I was going to say you are probably, I don't really know, but I'm going to make a guess.
Okay.
16.
No, I'm doing that.
I bet you're 36 years old.
No.
37. Around
No.
there. What?
Even worse.
I am 35 and 11 months.
Yo, you're 36. I was dead on.
I didn't say, no, I'm not 36,
Oh.
man.
Nick Pham Micah just said I'm 59. Come on, dude.
59.
59? Son of a.
What about Gina? Everybody, this is an
She's got-
interesting midweek chat,
got
by the way.
44
This is what we do. We just come on and hang out.
I'm
So-
46 years old. 46. I'm the oldest.
I'll give you a hint. I'm actually younger just than Danny.
You're 34?
No, I'm 35, turning 36 in December.
Oh, okay.
You're when are
December
you,
what?
Danny, in December?
Youngsters. Okay.
I'm 36
Oh my
December
God, I'm
19th.
kidding. I was like, dang
Yeah,
it.
December the what? December the what, Danny?
19th?
I'm the 8th, so I am older. Damn it.
Oh.
You do realize that when you're on the ship with me, my birthday is the day we get off the ship, but that means the night before at midnight, it's going to be my
You get
birthday.
off on me. Ooh, snap.
Ooh.
Holy, Danny is old. What are you talking about? I'm old. It's not about age. It's not about the number. It's about how you feel inside.
Well, I'm guessing with Gina, she's got 2 kids, has she? Is that right?
3 kids.
And they're
She
teenage
has
age.
4 kids.
She's got 4
kids.
children.
Wow.
One of them's like 18. I'm kidding.
No, she's only.
She's like 14.
I think she's probably 15 years old. I'm gonna guess right, just based on that. I think Gina's 35 also. No, I'm serious because she had a
Really?
kid when she was very young.
You're all
Right. I'm gonna say 45.
No.
No,
No
way.
way.
No.
Yeah.
Not
She's
even.
not
Oh
not
man, you
even
just got
close to
You're
45.
got yourself in trouble.
But will she tell us? Will she tell us her actual age? Do you think?
She's given us clues there. Alex is 12. One of her kids.
I'm pretty sure she's younger.
Oh no, yeah, she'd be
She
around.
has a lot more in her family life than I have. That's for sure. By her,
She's 36.
Oh, she's 36. Okay.
Wow, she's our age.
Oh,
was close. I won't
First comment ever.
But Jay just got told off.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, with a lot of respect there.
Ask her.
Hey Jay, is your microphone on your cable?
No, it's on the MacBook.
Oh, it's the
Do
laptop.
you know where
Oh,
it is
gotcha.
on the new MacBooks? The microphone. Maybe I can cover it a bit.
I think it's under. It's. I think it's right here.
It's under the touch bar. I don't know. Just kidding.
So hang on.
The
If I go
touch
like
bar.
that, is that better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay.
The touch bar. Who thought that was a good idea?
It's
It's a gateway. It's a gateway drug because
It's
what's gonna
dumb.
happen is they're gonna replace the whole keyboard for just touch. Eventually,
How? What is that going to accomplish?
because these keys suck. Like they're not great.
I have a new sound to them too. I don't mind it. I actually like it.
Well, after a while, they stick and stuff like that, and I think that they just break. And so they're trying to eliminate anything that could ever need to be replaced. So this will all be wow. That looks cool on the camera. Yeah. So this will all be touch, and then you can do so much with that. I think that'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to read this comment. Miss Riz says, I didn't want to turn up because I didn't want this to be a thing because I'm worried the Americans will get the best of you guys. What do you think's going to
When we
happen?
say Americans, we're talking about North and South Americans, so not just United States people, because Ajo's Canadian. And
He's in North America, not South America. Canada's in North America.
yeah, but I'm saying like because the time zone, we're doing this for the time zone.
Oh, I gotcha.
So let's just see. We have 16 people in the chat right now. We have
That's 4 less than we had last night. Just saying.
yes.
Oh,
So you got your time
step
zone
it
needs
up,
to be
North
smaller.
America.
So I'm just trying to think of the Americanas we have here. Edie, Nick Pham, Ajo, and Simply Beth. Is that it? That's all?
I think Joe would be very upset if you said he was from from America.
That's why I
He's
said
from
America.
Canada, eh?
Yeah, but it's North America.
That's like
What-
saying Tasmania is Southern Australia.
It's like saying Tasmania is part of Australia.
Did we just pick on Mark right there?
Oh,
Do
hi,
it.
Mark.
Xander
Xander
Round.
hey.
New name in the chat there.
Xander Round, he's been around. But you know what Xander Round is Benon's, what do you call it, doppelganger.
What?
He is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he looks like him.
Have you seen him?
What?
All right, here,
How
I'll
can that
pull him up.
be?
I'll pull him up. I'll bring up his channel here.
I pity the whole planet if there's 2 of me running around.
Why in the world are we not doing Mimo Live, by the way? Why are we using Google Hangouts?
Because we can bring people in and make it easy.
Who
Okay,
wants coffee? Coffee? Anybody?
I do. Okay, so here we go. This is Xander Round. Look at this. Is that not Benon? Like Benon's doppelganger?
What?
You're gonna have to lock it off on you.
I know, lock it.
It is locked off on me for everybody, but not you
Oh,
guys.
okay, gotcha.
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
Danny, what are you saying? Oh, that picture is really close.
Yeah, at a distance for sure.
Okay, wait.
Can I do that again?
You won't be able to hear it.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
that is pretty there. That's pretty accurate, actually.
I think he's in England though.
He's just a bit fitter and.
Wow.
There's the blows that you
He
were
probably
looking.
doesn't talk about his poo.
Who doesn't like talking about their poo?
I saw a H3 podcast were talking the other week about peeing in the shower, and they had a detailed conversation about who pees in the shower and who doesn't. And the end result was that everybody pees in the shower, but not everybody will acknowledge it. And
exactly.
Then some English dude came on and said something like, "Hey, thanks, Sander. I like that comment." Some English dude came on and said something like, "Yeah, this and that, pee in the shower, poo." And then he said, "And what about pooing in the bath?" And I was like, "Whoa,
What?
you took that way too far."
Yeah. No. That's
I
terrible.
haven't thought about peeing in the shower.
Did you say you haven't thought about it?
You know, like I think that because Benon said like once it hits your chest, like you just have to start peeing.
The water from the
You
shower,
go
not
in the
your
ocean.
pee.
And I'm wondering if like letting off pee helps your body regulate the temperature better, because it's like you feel a temperature on here. Like when you go in the ocean and it's really cold, like you have to pee and then you almost your temperature actually gets easier to adjust in the water. I'm just saying. It was a thought.
It's true.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't know about that.
It's science, maybe. I don't know.
It's an interesting thought, that's for sure. I don't know though.
Miss Riz says you will learn about pooing in the bath when you have kids, and I do recall playing sink the ship when I was a kid in the bathtub too, plenty of times.
Yes.
Oh my
What did we
gosh.
call it? We called it torpedoes, battlegrounds and torpedoes, where you
Torpedoes.
have like a.
Well, didn't you say the best
Little
thing in the
nugget.
world, the best poo you ever took in the world was in the ocean? It was like an aqua poo.
Oh, mate. Have I not told you any of my poo stories?
Yeah, we'll have a separate Creator Cast live stream for Benon's poo stories.
No,
Wait a
man.
minute.
These
Hey,
poo
Ben,
stories.
when you were pooing in the ocean, did you have a pooing in the ocean face going on too? Like
It was
pretending you're
pure.
not
It was
doing
probably just pure joy. I understand it. It was probably felt great.
I've got.
anything. You must have
I've
had like
got,
his chin up to the sky and doing all kinds of things.
I've got five poos that I've pooed myself as an adult.
No, let's not get into the poo right now. Let's
Wait a minute. Listen, I want to hear what he says. 5 times as an adult. Go
Five
ahead.
times. I'm 43, and over the course of that 43 years, there's been 5 instances where I've pooed myself in public, and four of them are
when you were
really
baby, right?
interesting, involved stories, which do require beers and like a long period of time to tell it. It's my goal to at some point tell one of those stories or 2 of those stories on my live stream, but it's going to be way down the track.
That's going to be years from now. It's going to take you a year to get to 52 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna need them to tell this story. We're gonna need to all be sitting. We're gonna need to be in the same room, and we're gonna need to sit together and just. I got to reenact some things and.
No,
I
we
just
did the
want to
math
throw
last
this.
night, by
I
the
want
way.
to throw. I want to throw this out there. I have one of the greatest all-time pooping my pants stories that's ever been. I mean, the best ever, because it was not like I was sick. I wasn't drunk. Nothing. It should never have happened, but the circumstances that surrounded it, and it was at work. So I got this is a great one. It's a good story.
Oh.
So we'll have to have a whole entire creator
All right,
cast.
well,
about
let's
that.
have a Creator Cast sometime in the weekend of just pooing your pants. Maybe make
Toilet
it
humor
listed
session. That'd be
and
good.
you can only find it through the Facebook group if you want to click on it or not.
Hey, Simply Beth says, "How is this man single? Laugh my ass off." Or is that lettuce, mayonnaise, and onion?
Is Simply Beth single? Because I feel like she's hitting on Benon a lot.
Poopy cast.
I thought she was saying that sarcastically, like, no wonder this man's single. But
creator crap. I'm enjoying this.
That's the episode, Creator Crap.
I have all of my poo stories have been when I've been with a partner, so it's
Have
never
you stored
been
them
me.
somewhere?
Wait a minute. Did you just say with a partner?
Yeah, like I've been in a relationship is what I should have said. And one of them
Can you
is
just answer one question for me, Benon? Have you pooed on someone before?
He's at the office, by the way.
no, I haven't pooed on anybody
I like
aside from
the fact
myself.
that you had to think about it though.
Yeah. there were times. Yeah, all right. They'll come out at some point in the future.
Ben, I love it because even as they're asking you these absurd questions, you're very serious in your answers.
Based, yes.
Yeah, it's his poo serious face.
One of like they're such good stories. Like they are really genuinely good, engaging stories about pooing, and I do want to tell them, but I want it to be the right time that I tell them.
I love it. I want to hear them. So
and I want to hear yours. I want to hear yours as well.
Oh, mine's fantastic.
Do you want to hear his poo or his stories?
Not a lot of people have pooed themselves in their like in public and can acknowledge it, whereas I've completely done it like 4 times that have just been ridiculous. And
he just stops in the middle of the street and bends over.
You're saying too much because I really like the idea of the Creator Crap series. And I think that we should make it an unlisted video live stream, and we post the link in our CreatorCast group. So you have
to. Yeah, that's something that you'd want to premiere for.
Nah, I feel like it's going to be on my channel when I do that. If I tell one of my poo stories, it's going to be on my channel.
Ben, and I'm picturing you like Bridesmaids. Do you know where she goes out in the street and shits herself?
Yeah. I haven't seen it. No.
You probably experienced it though.
I'll give you guys, like Miss Riz just said, what is considered public? Well, okay, so the four main stories, I'll tell you where they were. One of them, I just photographed a catwalk model parade. Another one, I was in the ocean in Malaysia with a bunch of backpackers. Another one, I was on a train in Perth at Victoria Park Station.
Oh, the train, that's terrible.
And the fourth one, which isn't as amazing, I was at my mum's 75th birthday, and I'd been bushwalking, and
Were you stuck in the cake?
I came back up to the house that we'd all rented together as a family with everybody covered in poo. And I'll tell you that.
Where's your sound bites?
Yeah.
And one little quick question, Ben, was the poo yours in all situations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh god. Okay, I've got to run, guys. I've got to get back to work. But it's been a great conversation.
For run.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Hey, and do everybody in the office a favor.
I'm making the coffee.
Get some coffee.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I'll get the wind out of your troubles. We'll see you guys soon.
See ya. See ya, Jay.
All right. So, as just out of curiosity, I think Scotty, you have a new partner in crime on your Hey We're Talking series next week.
Yeah, there's going to be somebody joining us next week. So, by the way, if you don't know what Hey We're Talking is, it's a podcast that we do not just in audio form, but we put the video up on YouTube. And it's about 20 minutes each show, and we're kicking it up. We used to do them more often, and Danny liked it that way. He told us that. And then we switched to 1 hour long show, and people were like, what are you doing? Ben liked that, though. I think you liked the hour.
Yeah, I was a fan of that.
So we're going back to
every day.
Yeah, we're going back to multiple shows next week, starting next week. So we're going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But on Tuesday and Thursday, Mark Ensby will be joining me on the show.
Nice.
So there you go. So we'll do five shows next week, Danny. You should have everything you need to make it through the week.
So excited, especially this time of year when I don't have much going. I'm not on ships or whatever. I'm here. I'm in one spot for a whole month. It's driving me crazy.
Really? Is that how it gets?
I'll tell you what, as far as YouTube and all that stuff, it's very unmotivating. Like, I think there's things I want to do, and I'm just like, no, I'm just going to sit here and play Candy Crush and delete Candy Crush later on today. Maybe. And the reason I say maybe is because I might do my live stream at the Trapeze rig and try out, since GoPro Hero 7.
Oh, are you going to go up on the trapeze too?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'll go up there. Yeah.
No, you're not going to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I will. But I'll live stream from here because they say you can do that on YouTube. So I think I might try that out. Interesting stuff. Reverse cabin fever. That's exactly what it is. Well, yeah. Yeah.
What is cabin fever exactly? What happens when you have cabin fever?
It's like you're stuck in one spot for a while, and you're stuck in a spot for a while.
I'm surprised that you got to be enjoying the fact that you get to spend all this time with your wife.
Absolutely. That sounded like I was going to say something.
I know. It sounded like you were going to be like, sort of. Is she listening? Is she there? I don't see Hip Hip Hooray in the comments.
No, she went shopping or something.
Oh,
I do enjoy it. It's not like I'm always gone and things like that. There's just times when I am gone, but that's about it. I mean, I'll be gone for a week in December, and then she'll be with me for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks on a ship.
Okay.
Which will be fun.
So let me ask this, because I'm thinking about it. I got some new tech. I got some new stuff that I've been playing with. I switched out my, first of all, you've been hearing my Stream Deck, which you guys aren't excited about, but I like it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And then I had a big board, like a Mackie soundboard, and I wanted to reduce the footprint on my little desk I have here. So I got one of these Focusrite. It's a 212i or something like that, but it can only just do one microphone. It's just a digital audio workstation, basically plug in through USB. And does it sound bad? Does it sound different than usual?
Your mic sounds great.
Okay. That's good. That's good news.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm using that. That's new tech. Scott's
Sounds
got
the
some
same
new tech.
to me.
It sounds
Okay.
exactly the same.
The other thing that I bought that I haven't plugged in yet because I don't have the right cable for it is I got actual in-ear monitors so that I can get rid of these and make it look like I don't even have headphones on. So I'm going to plug those in when I get the right piece.
You mean like this?
Yeah, except for they're probably sound a lot better and they'll be hidden basically.
Huh.
I won't be able to see them unless I turn my head.
You mean
This is riveting conversation, but I thought I would try and go like
it's
little
so
tech.
weird that this conversation sucks, but we're growing in viewers.
How's your new house, Scotty? That's probably a pretty interesting conversation. You've just moved.
It's good. I like it. I'm glad that we're here and we're settled in, but it got cold and that's not fun. It's very cold here. Very cold.
How cold are we talking? Snow already, or?
It's cold enough to have snow. We had a light dusting like probably earlier in the week. It's 28 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so it's below 0 Celsius.
Hey Siri, what's 28 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
28 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 2.2 degrees Celsius.
Minus
Yep.
2.2.
Yep. So we're
Cool.
below 0 for you guys, and it's just going to get colder and colder and colder. So there you go.
What is Danny aiming at there with his? He's got a snake or something?
I have no idea.
Playing with my snake.
You shouldn't do that live.
Do it with a dead snake.
I got the snake. This is that thing I was trying to say that I bought through Instagram from China. And what it is you get this egg and you can actually literally control where it goes on the ground. And so you freak people out and it's really fun to do, especially up here in Queensland.
Are you going to become one of those prank YouTubers?
Yes, I am. No, just for one video. I'm going to get a bunch of people freaking out about it. And
Okay, wait a minute. There's something about me. I haven't been paying attention to the chat enough. Scotty, you look like a young Ken Kratz. Who's Ken Kratz? I hope I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh.
I'll look up Ken Kratz for you. Put it on the screen. How do you spell Ken Kratz? Let's see if I can.
I have no idea who it is,
Like
man.
a Z maybe?
He's a lawyer for he's the lawyer for the guy from from that murder thing on thing on what do you call it? I'm not looking at it, Danny. I'm looking at the picture on my own.
You look like you're a little bit.
Oh my gosh. It's definitely not. It's not a compliment.
Time when people say, "Hey, you know who you look like?" And I'm always like, "Don't tell me," because it's always the worst. Like
I don't want to know.
It's like, oh, you look like Jonah Hill or something. It's like, oh, really? Like you?
Well, Jonah Hill's all skinny now, but
Yeah.
you don't look like Jonah Hill.
Did you just say that because he's skinny now?
No, I'm saying it would be different if you felt like no. I'm saying you would probably feel like, oh, don't call me Jonah Hill because he's fat.
Yeah,
he's not fat anymore.
I've been working out. I've been doing good. I've been getting slim.
He works out. Your shirt, I can't tell if your shirt has a bunch of little holes in it or if you've been sprinkled with some kind of dust.
It was from working under the RV. So see you later, Edie, by the way. Edie's taken off. And I like that kind of movie. Anyways, well,
the lawyer from Making a Murderer. Yeah. You know, they
You guys
made
hear
another.
that Breaking Bad film is coming.
Yeah.
Film?
Yeah.
Huh.
In the works. That's really exciting, I think.
Hopefully.
Really enjoyed that show.
On like Aaron Paul, like the Jesse character, because I did. There was a video that came out that was medically kind of responsive, saying like the guy from Breaking, like the main character, I forget, Walter White. He didn't die at the end, even though he fell over. Like they said that they could have easily taken him to the hospital and got him revived from the gunshot wounds that he had and all that stuff. Like they dissected where he got shot and how he could recover from that.
Maybe that's what this film's about.
Maybe
the doctor is someone that maybe the doctor was related to the Mexicans or something, and then they revived him to torture him, or who knows.
By the way, what if people haven't watched this and we just told them that Walter White gets shot at the end, dude?
Spoiler.
Even if you haven't watched Breaking Bad and you start watching it and you hear from someone spoiling it saying he dies at the end, I think you kind of know that he's going to die. You just don't know when or how.
Like written in the script and the thing, the guy gets cancer.
And there most definitely has to be some kind of like, I mean, that show has been gone for what? 5 years at least,
longer than
more
that,
than
10 years now.
So listen, if you haven't seen it yet, and there's got to be a point where you just go, okay, it's been X number of years. If you don't know what happened, sorry, you're gonna have to watch it.
I have a question. I'm trying to get into some other Netflix series, and I'd love to know he died.
Sorry, Miss Riz. Sorry, Danny. Miss Riz says she hasn't finished watching it and she didn't know he died. But you must have thought that he's going to die.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I think she's.
So she's blaming me. She's saying I'm the one who ruined it.
Walter, we're talking about Walt Whitman.
What could WW stand for? How in that show? How funny was that?
She's not done with it yet. Miss Riz, don't listen.
Some small subtle details like that pizza on the roof.
Yeah,
that thing was just so stupid and like subtly ridiculous that
was an accident.
And it stayed up there for a while. Like you'd see like
throw it up there though.
You'd see like a wide shot a couple of days later or something, and there'd be this pizza just sitting on the tiles.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I went to the house in New Mexico because me and Emma were driving by it, like that area. So we're like, let's go there. And then there's signs up there, and there's someone that's like watching it all the time because people would go and throw pizzas on top of them.
Classic.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so we watched Riverdale. We watched what else did we watch? Some other show, like Designated Survivor.
Yeah.
And I'm just I think we're looking for another one. And there was one called The Bodyguard or something like that. We started watching last night.
And what do you think?
So if you have a few drinks, you can't understand a word the guy says because he's like Irish, English.
That's like The Wire. I watched The Wire for about probably the first 2 seasons, and I've missed nearly all of it.
Yeah, it's very hard to understand what some of the characters are saying for sure on The Wire. You have to really, really, really be paying attention.
Yeah.
I started watching a show on Hulu that I apparently just didn't pay attention to in the 90s called Wings. Have you ever heard of that? It's a sitcom.
Yeah, Wings, the guy that's the pilot with his brother and Lloyd and Roy.
Yeah. I've been binge watching that. I just have it on in the background when I'm doing stuff on the computer or whatever. And I was just like, how did I miss this show? And I asked my wife, I was like, Cheryl, did you watch this? She said, yeah. And it was while we were married. And I'm like, how did I miss this?
It was while we were married. So you might have watched it and just not have been paying attention.
I probably just didn't watch it. I was probably like, this show's stupid. But now I'm watching the whole thing. It's ridiculous. It's, it's 90s sitcom garbage, but yeah.
It's hard to watch some of those old shows because like a lot of the problems that they had like, you know, the kids didn't call their parents, like all those problems could be resolved today, like because they all have cell phones and like
Right.
every real major problem, like even in Walking Dead, it's like if they had a drone that can just lead the zombies away, that'd be so easy. And it's just like, yeah, it's hard
That's
to watch.
That's a show, The Walking Dead, that was so good. And then over the last couple of years, I was just like, what is this? What are they doing? It just,
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the current season. Like,
No, you can't. I think that the problem is that people wanted to see more of the like the zombie and escape and how to survive, and then when it became more against other people, and it made you furious of these characters and what they're doing to each other, and it became less enjoyable because it was just not fun. But
hey, there's a show. There's a show that's being talked about now that if you have not seen it, this is a great show. Sons of Anarchy. Couple of people are talking about that.
Yeah,
That's a great show.
I think I downloaded that one. I never got into it, but I should watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's pretty rough. I mean, don't watch it with your kids, but it's pretty good. And then Shameless is really good too, Mistress. I like that show also.
I feel like Sons of Anarchy kind of sort of repeated itself in the last couple of seasons. Like the first 3 or 4.
Spoiler.
No.
No, he's okay.
Hang on. You can't say a spoiler when someone starts talking about a show, because anything you talk about the show is technically a spoiler if you're talking about it.
You can even see the end of it, and I probably know this already because I've seen all the.
I just felt like it dragged itself on, and it was not that engaging by the end. But you wanted to find out how it ended, but it just kept kind of going along. Really, really great stuff as a whole, but just that ending, like the last couple of seasons, roundabout, and even a bit earlier, that Belfast stuff kind of bored me.
Yeah, that
as
was
well.
weird.
Yeah,
that was
that
weird.
sort of stuff just didn't really work so well.
I keep thinking about. I have not watched Vikings, by the way, Tim. That's not my kind of a show, but I know a lot of people like that show.
Someone would say the same about the what is it, Game of Thrones, but that show is incredible. But I'm not into medieval dragons and that stuff, but that show is amazing.
I have not watched that one.
Oh, Scotty, you'll love it. You will love it.
Scotty,
You will love it.
It takes 3 episodes to get into it because otherwise,
I watched the first episode, and that's why I never watched the rest.
No, you can't just watch one. You got to watch the first 2 at least.
Shoved the kid out the window. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Did you watch Lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost was great.
It was good.
That's the same. Sons of Anarchy Tim says didn't drag on as long as Lost, but Lost kind of really went on a strange tangent near the end.
But the problem was that everyone was guessing what was happening. And so they were trying to throw everybody off by making it so bizarre and weird, when they could have if they would have just kept to what they were doing and not cared about what the fans were guessing and who was, that it was in limbo or this or that, or I think they were trying to throw it.
Plus, I feel like on Lost, I don't think they knew how they were going to end it early on. I don't think they believed that show was going to go as long as it did.
That's probably.
I really
true,
don't.
Yeah.
Is that the sun hitting your wall, or is that a light back there? By the way,
there's a light back there because the light that I have overhead is just so big that it would blind me.
It's an interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, we got 15 more minutes and 13 viewers, and probably 3 down likes, thumbs downs, and 10 thumbs ups.
Wait a second. We haven't talked about. We just mentioned Game of Thrones, but we didn't mention that they are wrapping that show up next year.
Yeah, they're bringing it. What was it? March of next year, or
something like that? April, I think it was. Yeah. That's always a shame when a show ends, but then it's also kind of cool too, because it's like, well, then if you really want to binge it, you can binge the entire thing, and not have to be waiting another 8 months for the next season. It's all done.
Yeah.
It's nice and even. I like things that are even like that. Like everything's all nicely wrapped up, packaged, and delivered.
You like things nice and even like that? That's hard to believe.
Did you guys watch Dexter?
Dexter, yeah, and Dexter. True, yeah.
Dexter, good show. Yeah,
good moves. They're bringing that back as well.
They are.
Yeah. Did you miss that news?
Yes.
Yeah. There's another season coming.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. I would like to go back. I was going to say, and someday rewatch The Sopranos. That would be fun.
That's in my queue to watch. I haven't actually watched it, but I've been told.
Oh my gosh,
get on
that's
it.
So good.
Yeah,
it's a great show.
I just don't have time, to be honest. I'm watching Doctor Who at the moment, all of Doctor Who, like
Is that why you
1960s.
don't have time?
I'm only up to the third Doctor, and I've watched all of the first original BBC series, even the ones that don't have visuals. They just have like the audio because they've lost or they've taped over all the originals.
What?
Yeah.
That seems like not interesting to watch. Or
Did you know in the first couple of seasons of Doctor Who, so we're talking like 1966 or 1967, they had a live band or orchestra or musicians playing the audio cues as live actors made the scenes, and they played the audio to make the thing look more exciting because it was the 60s and they didn't really have any, there was no computer interfaces, no graphics or anything. They did it all by audio cues. Really
Wow.
cool. Actually really boring to watch, but just incredible that they did it.
I'm just not into Doctor Who at all, or
Same.
sci-fi
Same.
generally.
You know the only reason I'm watching Doctor Who, and
Why?
this speaks to my rounding everything off, is because they made such a big deal about we've got a female doctor finally, inclusion, and I was like, what a load of bollocks. But anyway, if I'm going to watch that season of Doctor Who with the female doctor, I feel like I've got to go back and watch the others. And how far back do you go? Well, you go back to the start. So that's why I'm watching all of them.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat out of the corner of my eye, and I see someone saying something about Billy Crystal in Taxi. What? Soap. Oh yeah, somebody corrected. Okay, gotcha.
It's like,
Okay.
he corrected himself.
Wasn't it?
That's Tim correcting himself.
Okay.
All
he
right.
did.
So let me just hold on. Let me just ask really quick. I was checking this Walker's thing out. He said that Ben looks like this guy.
Are you going to play it? I didn't click it.
Here we go. You can't hear it, but you can.
What? What?
Hold on.
The guy with the ponytail?
I got to watch it on the actual screen.
Which guy? The guy with the ponytail?
Yeah, 'cause there's only one guy there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, come on.
I can kind of see it a little bit.
I can kind of see it, but no, I wouldn't have watched that and thought that was. Yeah.
This is kind of dangerous. This whole you look like this guy.
I'll show you a picture of someone that I look like, and any Australian will get this. But it was me back in the day when I had long hair I was a surfer back in the day when I was a kid growing up, and I had a long. What the hell, Chrome? I go to image search and it brings me to Flickr.
Oh, come on.
That's why I don't use
your next
Chrome.
video, by the way, your own personal. Hey, I'm talking, or hey, Scott is talking. Scott is talking. Yeah.
What do you want me to do? What?
When's your next video coming out?
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
You had us all roped in.
I know.
Yeah,
And then I
you were
moved
all
and blew
stoked.
it.
What happened? You lost the.
I moved. Yeah, I lost my mojo. Went out the window. We're all excited about this picture, Ben-On. I can tell you that much.
I'm opening it to do it in this special.
How great was that intro, by the way?
Which intro?
Beth commented because we did that same thing last night.
Oh,
Whoa,
oh.
look at this handsome guy.
Man, look at that beard.
Don't forget to close the video in the background.
Yep. Gone.
It's like a radio when you're on the radio. Somebody's
Micah.
like,
Can you hear me? Hear me now?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, Micah.
that's who.
Hello, good-looking men.
Is that who you look like, Ben?
Yes, flick it onto my screen for a second.
It is.
Oh, okay, I can't see.
Who's she?
Well, now it goes away when you.
Who's she?
You guys have to click on it too, but for everybody else, I think they can see when I click on it.
No, I'm
Okay.
watching the feed there. It's stuck on me.
Okay.
That's Martin Bryant, the Australia's largest serial killer. You know, the
Oh,
guy
nice.
that's killed the most amount of people in a gun incident.
I've been on during his days.
And the weekend that this happened was like 1994 or 1995, and I was wearing a jumper, a sweater, whatever he's got on, the same color, and I had my hair the same style as him, and that happened in Tasmania, and I was in Melbourne for the weekend, and my friends from my job were saying, we thought you might have jumped over to Tasmania and gone nuts." So no one really had my back there at that point.
Joshua Walker, what's up? Moman's in the chat. Is that like Moman? Are you guys?
What? I wish I had a cricket sound right there.
Yeah, why is everyone quiet? I'm talking about people in the chat.
Yeah. So anyway, Micah, I got a little ways to go, and I'm never gonna have the same color, but I'll have some beard like that pretty soon.
You can do it.
I'm a little ways away.
Micah, how have you been, buddy?
It's been great. How are you guys?
Good. You posted your final video from your vacation that happened last summer.
I think so. I think Angie got that completed for us.
So what's next for the fam?
For videos, I know for sure we have LA because we were out there for 7 days.
Mm-hmm. For Vid
Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We didn't do a lot of Vid Summit recording. We did more like the stuff that we were doing.
What was your thoughts on Vid Summit? Was it great?
It was cool hanging out with everybody, and I got to go for free.
So, but like the courses or whatever, was that interesting to you? Or you can hate it, you can love it. We just want to hear an opinion.
I thought it was pretty good stuff to hear. Biggest thing that I wanted was to take Nadric so that he could hear and meet and see people.
Which is his oldest son, by the way.
Yeah, Nadric's my second oldest son.
Or second oldest, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good stuff. Nothing new.
Yeah.
And most of the people I don't follow, so I don't really know who they were. Like they got up to speak. I didn't know who they were. So
like
isn't most of the time when you meet up with people like this, isn't that mostly just about the other people? Like you're excited to go hang out with the people.
That's what VidCon was like. I mean, I didn't care about any of the things that you learn. You just go there and meet other YouTubers and stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Although Micah did get on Daryl Eve's live stream and he stole the show for a while.
I did get on the live stream for a little bit.
Yeah, he was like,
I was excited about that.
You could tell that it was really boring.
You were certainly.
He was like trying to like come up with games and like everyone in the chat. What was it? The worst one was like he was like, find a stranger and ask him what's in his pocket or something like that. He was like, that's not gonna go. And to a kid, by the way, a kid had to do this because he was helping Daryl Eve's son run it. And I think someone said that in the chat. They're like, find the next person and ask them if they have anything special in their pocket or something ridiculous. That is such a bad idea.
I think the biggest difference between what you did and what Daryl did on his live stream was that you actually engaged with the chat and the audience.
Yeah, I tried to have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Micah, by the way, you've been now. So everyone's getting compared to somebody, and this is who I usually get compared to. But they said you look like John Goodman with a beard. I don't know if that's good or bad.
90s, like a while ago, not like now. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, John Goodman's skinny now. He's what I was 4 years ago.
see, Danny, he thought the same thing I did.
I see. Who's that guy from Parks and Rec?
Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson. A little bit of him mixed with, I would say, 70% Ron Swanson, 30% Zach Galifianakis.
You know who Micah looks like? He looks like Micah. Yeah, Zach Galifianakis is a comedian from The Hangover.
Oh yeah.
So, but like 30% that, and then the other one was Ron Swanson. Is that what it is?
Well, his real name is.
I think it's the angle.
There you go. Ooh,
that's a better angle.
Now he looks like a hipster.
I mean, they're both good angles, but
stay like that. By the way, Micah, how do you like this Americana midweek chat? Is this a better time? What do you think?
Oh yeah, much better time for me.
Yeah, you're not driving to work.
Scotty's awake.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're probably
me driving to work in the morning.
Are you pretty close to 9 o'clock? Is that what time you are? You're like an hour different than me, aren't you?
Correct. 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Look at this dude here. He's been snoring. He is out. So
yeah, I think this is a good time for people in America, I would say. North and South America. I know.
From Australia. I mean, it's not a bad time here. It's like 1, 2 o'clock in Australia. So this is kind of a middle ground thing. So
A. Joe is giving a description of himself as Alan Alda meets Michael J. Fox.
he's Alan Alda.
What?
He's
the guy from MASH. You don't remember Alan Alda?
Which one is him? Which one is he? Which one is him?
I don't remember his character name.
What did he do? Was he the one like
he's one of the doctors, but he's not Honeycutt. He's the other guy.
Honeycutt was the
dark-haired guy.
All right.
I can actually see that when A. Joe says that. That's actually a pretty good comparison. He does have, and he got a Canadian in him. He got a little Canadian action on A. Joe, which is good. So he's got the Michael J. Fox Canada connection, and then
I'm trying to get A. Joe in this chat with us here.
Why isn't he jumping in?
He doesn't. I sent him a link, and he goes, "Just click."
Yes.
Which that doesn't surprise me from the last conversation.
Oh, he's Hawkeye. I got you, Hawkeye. Yes, Hawkeye. Not Father Mulcahy. Not who else? I don't remember. Radar. This shows how old I am, by the way, that I know these people.
I like that with HOC.
Wow. Micah, are you making a point there? The point that you're making is that maybe Scott has too much headroom. I see the point. I thought it too. Scott
has too much headroom.
Yeah, Scott could be a little higher up in his framing.
Is it because I was sitting weird? Okay, you want me like that? That better?
Too much.
Too much?
There it is. Look at this.
Like that.
Here.
Hey, Joe.
Hawkeye.
That's better, Scotty. Hey, Joe.
Hawkeye, buddy. Can I get a hug?
Wave A. Joe. By the way, if there's any females out there that want to join in, so we can add some.
What's going on with your vision, Joe? Are you under the water somehow? Like, are you in an aquarium right now? You've got like a glare of light.
Turn your computer just a tad.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice little flare there you got going on there.
No, that's not turning it. That's moving your hands.
Is that an Instagram filter you're doing there on video?
No,
Andy's gone.
Oh, no. We told him too much. That was too much instruction for him.
Oh, you knocked him off.
I know you made it.
I think he had a smudge on his camera, on his lens, like a fingerprint smudge.
Here we go.
Let's see. See how AJ goes.
Is that better?
3.
That is better. You're
nice
and
Are we going to do this again, are we?
I'm getting all kind of echo.
So
you're watching
no lights, let's all go with no lights.
Turn off YouTube, like your browser.
Oh, turn off YouTube?
Yeah, turn it off and just be in the Hangout, and that should fix the problem.
It's all fixed.
Let that be a lesson.
Hello.
Hey Joe. So what are you working on now? When's your next video coming out?
I'm working on it. That's what I'm working on right now. But I keep getting these interruptions because I keep getting like this one, notification. So I get distracted. I can't help it. I'm addicted to YouTube.
It is tough, isn't it? Like Pusha Studio.
It's tough.
I want to watch them too, and then
I want to watch them all. And actually, my vid's about comments.
Your video is about comments?
It's all about comments and your time. And
I just want to make sure you're saying comments or comments.
Comments.
Okay.
Not comments. Comments.
Hey Joe.
Like leave a comment.
Will you be talking or typing the whole time?
In the video?
Yes.
Because it's all about comments.
I'm going to mix it up. I'm just playing around with stuff.
Hey, Joe looks like Adelaide Crow's the best. Is he starting something? He's put ... So does that mean he wants people to say what A. Joe looks like? I thought you said it was Hawkeye and...
Oh, yeah, Alan Alda from MASH. I've heard that my whole life. I hear Alan Alda, and when I was younger, Michael J. Fox. So
that's not bad.
No,
it's not great. It's not Tom Cruise. I'll take it.
It's not.
Tom Cruise is really short, though. Really short, and he's a Scientologist, so he's got that going.
He's got that going.
No, he's got it going against him.
Well, here we go. Now we got a chat going.
We got a chat going.
Hey, Joe,
Love
you
it.
just had your community thing opened up to you as well. How do you like that? Sponsored by
Say again. Yeah, I just got that, and I actually posted 2 things on it. I'm just playing around with it, seeing what works, you know.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out when's the best, like how often you should post, like when you should post. Someone's phone just vibrated. I hope it was their phone.
Well, what I thought was,
Yeah.
well, what I thought was, it was a great way to, you know, maybe like bring up some older videos and put them out there, right? Videos that might not even get seen. So
That's actually a really good. That's actually a really good.
right.
I never thought of that. Yeah, like even like a throwback Thursday, like today Thursday.
Exactly.
And say, hey, you have nobody's seen this video because it's so old, nobody cares.
Well, I posted a video and on Friday. I was gonna call it Throwback Thursday, but it was Friday, so I called it FRO Back Friday. And threw up a video, and I did it on Twitter, and I checked. I think I got like 27 views on it, which was, you know. So this new community tab, I think, is good for people that want to, like, you know, show off maybe something that maybe didn't get seen. Because who goes back really and looks at all the old videos you do, right?
Yeah, Adelaide Crows are the best. He said, you know, you could use Flashback Friday.
Flashback Friday. I kind of like Throwback Friday.
If you had a fro back then, maybe, or like you just edit your videos where you always have a fro in it.
A fro, yeah.
Yeah. So
very cool to see everybody here, by the way.
Yeah,
Mika and Ben.
Mike,
I say Mika.
It's Ben on and Micah and Scott.
No, I know Scott and I know Ben and I know Mika, but I always say Mika.
Hey Joe,
I'm saying it wrong.
Ben on. So like he's
Micah.
on. Ben on.
Micah.
That sound like birds.
Micah.
I don't mind what
been
you
on
call
Micah
me,
either.
Oh, Jay, we got more people. Look at all these cool people we have here. But yeah, so Simply Beth, she put it on really good. She said some good stuff about it last night. We talked about it on the other side of the world, Creator Cast, and she said she doesn't see any reason to post in it every day. But I guess it depends on your fans. If your fans kind of look for that kind of thing, I guess then that's something you can do. It's like posting on Instagram, but I think with YouTube too, it's not like you get a notification. You don't see it right when it happens. So you might see it like a couple days later.
Out there. Yeah.
So,
but I don't know enough about it. I just put a couple videos on it, see how it's, you know, try it out.
And guess what? I commented on one.
I know. You actually commented on 2.
That's right.
Did you even know that?
And appreciated, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
It's all about the comments.
It's all about the comments.
I think. Maybe not.
No, the video that I'm doing, it's about that. It's about, like, you know, why not leave a comment, and why not, you know, comment back? It's building relationships on YouTube.
Do you ever find on YouTube when you watch a video and maybe it gets to a low point in the video, and like maybe after I'm trying to think that there's like a certain like method to this where after 30 seconds you always go down to the comments and just look at some of the comments and then come back up and watch some more and then go back down. Like I feel like I'm reading other people's comments while the video is going on, and I find it hard to comment sometimes because I just want to get the comment out of the way and enjoy the video, so that at least I did the comment, and then I can watch, like I can show my support. And
I don't know if you watch Daniel Pascal, but what he does, he leaves lots of comments on videos, and when he does, he leaves comments throughout the video. So
like he's watching it like live, like on live.
Yeah. And it's actually, at first I thought, wow, this guy's leaving a lot of comments, but I get what he's doing. He's watching the video and he's leaving comments as he goes. And I think, you know, if it's your video, you might find that you have like 10 more comments on your video because of it, right?
Yeah.
So is that good, or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Danny's having a snack while he's talking to you. I don't know if you saw that.
Scott is not eating. He's just.
I'm just sitting here enjoying it all.
Well, I appreciate you guys all being here. I feel like we could wrap up the midweek chat at this point for this time. I like this. It's fun. I mean,
Speaking of comments, that's one thing that Gary V, isn't that his name? That's one thing he said at Vid Summit was, you got time to make the video, they got time to watch it, you got time to comment when they do.
Yeah, like
comment on.
Jordan
You
Pike
can add the
doing
language.
Yeah.
You can add the language that he has, but
yeah,
use his language to say, "Hey, comment the F back," is what he would say.
Well, you know,
do that.
I've noticed that when you get a lot of comments on something, it's actually hard. I mean, it's easy with the YouTube Creator app and all that stuff, and the Creator Studio to see who commented and go onto it. But I just some comments I don't feel like it needs a reply. Like, it's just great video or great vid, and I mean, you can say thank you, but sometimes I just want to hit the thumbs up button or the heart button or something.
Well, he said that too.
At least acknowledge it.
Yeah, just give him a thumbs up or a smiley face or a wink or something.
Yeah. Ben has great replies to his videos or the bad comments. I almost want you to just, when people make bad comments, and then what your responses to them.
My response is kind of it's always the same, I guess, but it's a bit of a mishmash of each. But I always kind of say thanks very much for taking the time to come over and comment. They've just written me off, like, oh, have a shave. Well, you can't snorkel. You've never scuba dive. You've never. Okay, thanks very much for coming over and spending some time on my channel. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Hey, you guys say hi to my oldest daughter, Braylon.
Hi, Braylon.
You.
Hello.
Hi.
They all say
Looks
hello.
like you're going skiing.
Hi, Braylon.
We've gone skiing.
Okay.
Fur is murder. No, I'm kidding.
And there's wifey.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Angie.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Well. Angie, what's your
She can
favorite?
hear you.
Micah?
I can hear you.
Hi, Angie.
Can you?
If
Hi.
you can hear me, all right, never mind. Hi.
You said you wanted a lady on here. Well, here you go. Here's a lady.
Thank you.
Boom.
Hi.
Just like that.
Okay.
Tell us your favorite thing about your husband.
Put her on the spot.
It's down there. No. Oh.
Micah.
Coffee.
Put her on the spot.
Boss.
You said to do that again.
Oh, I didn't know if you were done with your beeping sounds.
Here,
Oh, yes.
hold this.
We've been done.
Yes.
Tell them.
Okay, I'm just making sure you can see me. Favorite
Yep.
thing about my husband
Yeah, favorite thing.
is he's a great husband. He's great to me and the family. He's a great stop. Yes.
That looks genuine too,
He's-
that stop.
He's a great dad, great family guy, great sense of humor,
Peter
as you
Griffin.
can tell.
Okay.
These are my
It was all
favorite.
I could do to keep from crying.
Okay, so am I done here?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, you tired of hanging out with the boys? Too much testosterone here.
I just got home.
Manly men. I started an RV today, and I'm really excited about it. So, but I do
Benon has an off-roading van.
Yeah. Really
Steve
stoked. Really stoked.
Steve
Steve
Van.
Van. Such a cool name.
Okay.
Steve Van.
You calling him Stan? It stands for Steve and Van mixed together. Stan.
Nah, this is just going to be, hey, Steve Van.
Okay.
I love it.
Van.
Steve Van. All right.
Steve
Well,
Van.
I think that we need to wrap this up. This has been, I know we're not going 2 hours like we did yesterday, but I think we could have stopped it an hour early as well. But bye, Angie. But anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for having us.
on this midweek hangouts on the Americana. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you think we should,
Mitcha,
let us know because
Scott, Ben, Danny, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. And thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Scott. And Micah.
Okay.
See you later, Deanie and
Bye.
Scooty
Bye.
See ya.
and Banoon.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Thanks again for
Okay.
hanging out with us. And we're
Who
dead.
wants coffee? Coffee? Anybody?
All right, yeah, play one more sound effect first.
I'm making the coffee.
There we go.
Just play them all at the same